welcome back to my channel. My name is Jocelyn. I love thrifting, thrift with me, thrift hauls, thrift flips, and all things secondhand. So thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to thrift for winter 2023-24 trends. So I just searched winter trends in Google, and let's take a look. Let's do Vogue France. 18 fashion trends to know for fall winter 23-24. Skirts layered over pants. Ooh, that's very interesting. That's a really fun trend. Not something I'm super into wearing day to day. Neckties. Okay. So like 2000, it really feels like 2008's coming back. Short shorts. Okay. Neo bouquets. We've come a long way from the oversized. This time around, delicate embroidered 3D flowers. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see if we can find any of that. Graphic structured shoulders. Neckties. Tartan. Okay, Scottish prints. All right, let's see if we can find some plaid prints. I bet that's pretty findable. Lace. Okay, I really love lace. Let's see, maybe we can get some cute black lace pieces, maybe some sheer layering pieces. That could be fun. Black and white. Scenic landscapes. Ooh, pastels. Okay, that's fun. Denim on denim. Maybe I can find some cool like denim skirt or a denim top, and maybe that'll be fun for denim on denim. 1950s. Beige, little black dresses, and feathers. Ooh, that's a really fun list. 23 Winter Trends Vogue Editor's Edition. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Chocolate hues. Ooh, I love chocolate brown. Okay, into that. One and done dresses. Okay, knit long dresses. Sleek loafers. See, I have this on my list. If you know from last week's video, I am looking for loafers. A nice winter shoe. Red hot sweaters. That's funny. I did see a lot of red sweaters floating around the internet, Pinterest, Instagram, stuff like that. And I really wanted one for Christmas, but I couldn't find it. So I decided to pass on it. Maybe I'll bring it back. Statement belts, long line coats, easy layers. Oh, 2-in-1s. Okay. Silver. I'm wearing gold today, but I am into silver jewels. Socks and Mary Janes. Corduroy. Cashmere. Festive cardigans. Penny Lane coats. Glamour. Fur. Okay. Kitten heel boots. Oversized turtlenecks. Statement scarves. That would be fun to add just a scarf to my collection. Teddy bear coats. Just more faux fur. Feathers, fur. Okay. All right, so today we are shopping at Goodwill. I'm planning on hitting up 1 or 2 Goodwills today. The Goodwills here are organized by color, which makes identifying trend pieces really easy. So let's make a list of some of the trends that I'm interested in and into and see if we can find those. Okay, I think this list is pretty exhaustive of some of the trend pieces we're looking for. Now let's go into Goodwill and see what we can find. I love starting out at the thrift store in the shoes section just because I find it's a really easy way to get into the thrifting mood. There were a couple of pairs of loafers here at the store today, those ones that I just showed you, and these ones here. They were pretty cute, but unfortunately they were not my size. These loafers I thought were cute. The heeled version is fun. I saw this pair of Mary Janes in this really cool navy color, and these heels were also pretty cute, but again, nothing that was my size. I also just wanted to show you guys that ties and belts can be abundant at the thrift store. I found this belt selection to be a little lackluster and worn, but nonetheless, belts and ties are definitely very plentiful at the thrift store. Next, we moved on to clothing, and I started off in the sweaters. Again, like I said, I love the Goodwills here because they organize by color, which makes finding specific trend colors really easily, like that pastel sherbet pink blouse. And then some of these chunkier white knits are easy to find when you know what you're looking for. I also find turtlenecks to be really easy to look for at the thrift store because the neckline hangs above the hanger, making it really easy to determine what's a turtleneck and what's not. Here I was checking out the chocolate browns and moving on to some pastel blues. Again, it's really easy to find what you're looking for in terms of color when it's organized by color, but size is really difficult to find this way. Here were a bunch of red sweaters. I thought this one was really cute, but a little too similar to some pieces I recently picked up. And as much as I was looking for a red sweater for the holidays, it's not necessarily something I would wear after Christmas, but those pearl buttons were very cute. I was able to find some two-in-one layering, this plaid shirt under the sweater, and then this white shirt under the gray sweater, and also this like double sweater look. I think these fit the letter of the trend, but not necessarily the style of the trend. They feel a little dated, but I thought this red one was actually really nice. Corduroy was surprisingly easy to find at the thrift store. I loved this patterned pair, and these pairs fit both the beige trend and the corduroy trend, but if you weren't necessarily into the beiges, they did have a decent selection of gray corduroys as well. So whether you're a warm-toned girly or a cool-toned girly, there are plenty of corduroy pants for you at the thrift store. Next, I moved on to the dresses to find some knit dresses. There were some options, but I found that most of the knit dresses were short versus long. I think the trend was speaking mostly to long knits. So these short ones, while cute, weren't necessarily what I thought the trend was about. I liked this beige one, but again, it was short and I felt like it didn't quite fit the trend. And then I was looking through the chocolate brown dresses for anything particularly noteworthy. There was also plenty of plaid at the thrift store. These two plaid dresses were definitely plaid and would fit the tartan trend quite well. This skirt I also felt like could kind of fit the trend if you were into the plaid skirt look. There was also a lot of pastel skirts to look through to fit sort of that sherbet trend. Nothing stood out to me as something I would necessarily wear, but I did think that this butter yellow skirt was quite pretty. I also took a quick flip through the denim skirts to see if there were any skirts that stood out to me particularly as being interesting or unique, but nothing quite worth trying on today. I find it really hard to look through the all black section at Goodwill just because nothing stands out from each other, but this lace blouse was definitely on trend. These jackets I also felt like had that structured look as well as some of that tartan flair, which made them a good mix of the trends. This jacket also had a fur accent along with this one, making them somewhat on trend, but I didn't think that they were necessarily what the trend was specifically referencing. In the dressing room, I tried on this black lace blouse, which I thought was pretty cute, but not quite what I would wear day to day. This blouse was really pretty and it had a gentle accent of lace, but the material was quite poor, even though looking at it, it's so pretty, but it just did not feel good. And then this lace top I thought was really fun, also on that black lace trend, but the fringe made it a very impractical piece to own. Okay, so that was stop number one. We saw a lot of plaid and tartan. We saw a good amount of lace, black lace details, a decent amount of red sweaters and things like that. Always chunky turtlenecks, especially this time of year. So let's head to the next Goodwill and see if we can find some of those other items that we hadn't seen yet. All right, here we are at stop number 2, the second Goodwill of the day. It's definitely busy here today, so we'll have to do a voiceover inside, but let's see if we can find some more winter 2024 trends. Again, we are starting off at the shoes. This pair of loafers was pretty cute, along with these two. Definitely sort of the vibe, but again, not in my size and not exactly what I was envisioning for my pair of loafers. I don't normally see a lot of vintage at my thrift stores, but I thought this dress was a nice nod to the 50s, but it was most likely produced in the 80s. A very pretty dress for sure. Then I was checking out the coats, and this Goodwill had a ton of really great structured long line coats. They were absolutely beautiful, every single one of them, but what really frustrates me about Goodwill is just kind of their operational laziness. They like to write pricing directly on the clothing or directly onto the product, and it's just cheap. I don't like it, and it really deterred me from purchasing any of these jackets. So if you have tips on how to get Sharpie out of fabric, definitely let me know. I would be super interested in learning how to repair some of these pieces. They also had corduroy jackets with sort of that fur accent, which I thought were pretty trendy pieces. Definitely something to look for at the thrift store. This sweater I thought had an interesting neckline that sort of mimicked the necktie trend, so I wanted to try that on. And this was really the only sweater I could find with any sort of embellishments, definitely not flowers. This pink sweater was cute for the sherbet trend, and again, this Goodwill is organized by color, so it made finding those specific color trends really easy. I looked through some more of the turtlenecks, but didn't think that I needed any to add to my collection, but just wanted to show you guys again that turtlenecks are definitely something you can find at the thrift store. They always have turtlenecks galore. This Urban Outfitters sweater was fluffy, and so I thought it'd be really fun to try the fur trend. There was quite a bit of sweaters that had that sort of fluffy look. So definitely consider that when wanting to try out the fluffy fur trend. The jackets at this thrift store were really awesome. These two corduroy jackets I thought were pretty cool and definitely a unique take on corduroy. I hopped over to the denim section and saw this jacket that I thought was really cool, but again, it was Target. Target has a chokehold on me, apparently. I just like their pieces, I guess. And then this skirt I thought was most true to the tartan trend. Here we are in the dressing room trying on some corduroys. Both the pairs I tried on didn't quite fit, but I wanted to show you that it was definitely possible to find corduroys and try this trend at a fraction of the cost. Then I wanted to have a little fun with the denim on denim trend. I tried on this denim skirt with a chambray blouse. This is most likely how I would incorporate the denim on denim trend. Using two different colors or weights of denim can help break up the monotony of the outfit. I thought both these pieces were interesting on their own, but not something I'd wear day to day. This black blouse was definitely that lace trend, and if it fit, it would have come home with me, but alas, it was quite small. This sweater I thought was a fun, youthful take on the black and white trend. I thought it was cozy and cute, but not quite my style. And then I wanted to try black and white in a more traditional way with this black and white striped turtleneck. Again, black and white is really classic and timeless, and I'm sure it's already in your wardrobe. Then I tried on the fuzzy white sweater. It didn't quite lay the way I would have liked to, but I thought it was a fun winter trend. Lastly, I tried on the gray cardigan. It was quite a pretty sweater, but it felt a little stuffy for my taste, and I couldn't really see myself wearing it more than a couple of times. Okay, so we just finished up in that thrift store. There were definitely trends there to look at, but I left pretty empty-handed today. That's just the reality of thrifting. Not every day you're gonna find something amazing and something perfectly on trend, but I did find 2 pieces that I'll share with you at the end of the video. But let's talk about some of the trends that were really easy to find and some of them that were a little more difficult. Some of the trends that I find are always really easy to shop at the thrift store is color-based trends. So there was a lot of beige, a lot of chocolate brown, black and white, and those pastel colors. I really like going to the thrift store when experimenting with color because it's a low-risk way to add colors you're not normally used to into your wardrobe. Another area of clothing that was pretty easy to find was corduroy. I found a lot of corduroy pants and some jackets and some skirts that would be really great to add to your winter wardrobe. Also, structured long line coats and jackets are always really great to shop for at the thrift store just because the price is so much better than if you were to buy them brand new. Oh, another trend that was really easy to find was black lace. So if you're looking for black lace accents, the thrift store is definitely where you should go to find those. That was pretty easy to find. And denim. There's always denim at the thrift store that you can experiment with, like that denim skirt I thought was really fun, but not necessarily something I'd wear day to day, so I did not pick it up. Chunky turtlenecks, chunky knits, thick sweaters, always great to find at the thrift store. There were some trends that were harder to find than others. There were a lot more loafers today than there were last week, but none that really were my size or fit the bill. Kitten heel boots was really challenging. I also think that trying to find landscape printed outfits or pieces, that was really difficult. That basically did not exist at the thrift store. What else? What other trends? Oh, flower embellishments were a little harder to find. And then jewelry is pretty miss at the thrift store, at least at my thrift stores, so it was hard to find silver jewelry pieces. Oh, long knit dresses, that was really hard to find. There were a lot of short knit dresses, but long ones were difficult. Statement belts were okay. There were definitely some easy layers, but none that I would say are pretty current and modern. Festive cardigans was easy to find, but I think we're kind of out of the festive cardigan season in January. There were some statement scarves, but they're difficult to find. And then I felt like feathers and fur jackets were difficult, but fur sweaters and fur accents on jackets and things like that was pretty easy to find as well. Those were the winter trends that I thought were easy to find versus hard to find at the thrift store. So definitely consider that when you're looking to try a trend. Always check the thrift store first, just because we love to reduce on the fashion waste and things like that. So let's do a little quick thrift haul and I'll show you what I got. At the first store, I got this green peasant blouse. Pretty cute, pretty simple, not very winter friendly, but it was 55 degrees today, so definitely works for me in this season in the South. This blouse was $4.49, and then I found these fake Birks. I've seen people wear these clogs, loafers, sort of shoes frequently for winter, and I thought that they would be a fun addition to the wardrobe. If anything, if I just wear them around the house, that's fine too. These shoes were $3.99, so pretty affordable pricing at the Goodwill, but you definitely have to dig a little bit more. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you had a great day with me. I know I had a great day with you. If you really like thrifting videos and want to see more videos like this from me, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye. All right. Why do I always...